What's up, y'all? It's Kamikaze MMA coming back for another video to break down UFC 321. Let's get right into this thing. Starting off with Jacqueline Amorim. I'm going to pick her by decision against Mizuki Inui. Obviously. Moving up, Azat Maxim versus Mitch Raposo. I'm going to pick Azat Maxim. Azat Maxim's pretty underrated. He lost to Tagir Ulanbekov. Really close fight. I thought it was a robbery personally. But really close fight. Good fight. Lost to Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson is a top 10 flyweight of all time. Quote me. Quote me. Top 10 flyweight of all time. Charles Johnson. I'm not going to apologize for that take. Moving up. Hamdi Abdelwahab versus Chris Burnett. I'm going to pick Azat by decision, though. Hamdi versus Chris Burnett. Man. Yeah, I think if Chris Burnett is fighting someone under 6'2", which I believe Hamdi's 6'2". So I think Chris Burnett has a good chance to knock him out. If he's fighting anyone over 6'2", it's kind of done for him, I guess. But I'm going to pick Chris Burnett by I think he's going to land the spinning heel kick, but I don't think he'll get the knockout by spinning heel kick. I think he'll have Hamdi, like, his rolls flopping all around, and then he'll land, like, a right hand and finish it. Nathaniel Wood versus, and I'll pick it in the second round. Nathaniel Wood versus Jose Delgado. Jose Delgado is a fucking problem. He is a fucking problem. Hyder Emil is not someone you go out and KO in 30 seconds. Hyder Emil is a good fighter. In my opinion, he's a good fighter. He is not someone you're supposed to go out there and KO in 30 seconds. Okay? I mean, William Gomes split decision for Jong Young Lee by punches. Hyder Emil I'm talking about. But beating William Gomes by split decision is actually pretty impressive. Jose Delgado, Connor Matthews, easy fight. Sorry, it was an easy fight. Yeah, dude. I think Jose Delgado is going to get a first-round KO again. I really do. I mean, Nathaniel Wood doesn't really do anything great. He looks well-trained. I mean, he is well-trained. He looks well-trained. He's, he beat Morgan Charrier, which was good. It was a close fight, but he beat Morgan Charrier. Beat Daniel Pineda, but these wins aren't really great. I mean, he lost to Muhammad Naimov. I mean, Muhammad Naimov was cheating the whole fight, but he lost to Muhammad Naimov. That's not good. You can't be losing to Muhammad Naimov. Honestly, you just can't. So I'm going to pick Jose Delgado by first-round KO. Nathaniel Wood also gets cracked in almost every single one of his fights. He doesn't always get dropped, but he gets cracked in every single one of his fights. I'm trusting Jose Delgado, has 4 inches in height and 5 inches in reach to go out there and put him away in the first round. Also, he's 27 years old. Moving up. Walter Walker versus Louis Sutherland. No idea who Louis Sutherland is. Walter Walker by first round heel hook. Moving up. Abdul Karim El Sawadi versus Matheus Camilo. I don't know this Matheus Camilo guy. Lost to Gabe Green by submission. I'm picking Abdul Karim El Sawadi by decision. He got KO'd by Loik Razdabov, but, he was looking good in the fight. It was a pretty close fight. Just got caught. I don't think Matheus Camilo is going to catch him, though. Honestly, I don't. I'm going to pick Abdul by decision. Ludovic Klein versus Mateusz Rebecki. We're picking... I thought... did these guys just fight or something? Okay, Mateusz Gamrot fought Ludovic Klein. I was like, wait, am I in a different universe? What is happening? And Mateusz fought Chris Duncan. Lost to Chris Duncan. I'm going to pick Ludovic Klein. I feel bad for Mateusz Rebecki. I feel like he's gotten the hardest UFC... he's had the hardest UFC career. I mean, how he KO'd Loik Radzhabov in his first fight in the UFC. That's pretty cool. Then KO's Roosevelt Roberts, who's not really good. Then he goes out there, loses to Diego Ferreira. That was a really good fight if y'all have never seen that one. Really good fight. Barely loses to him. Really close fight, too. Actually, the stats say it is not close at all. I remember that fight being kind of close. I remember Rebetsky getting, like, banged around. He obviously lost, even if it wasn't a KO, but the stats were crazy on that one. Beats Miktabek Orobai and then loses to Chris Duncan. This dude has a pretty good career on him. But I'm going to trust in Ludovic Klein. Why am I trusting in Ludovic Klein? Well, he's been in the UFC for 5 years, which is kind of crazy. I did not know that. He lost to Nate Landwehr in the UFC. I believe he lost to someone pretty recently. I mean, obviously he lost to Mateus Gamrot, but that's not a terrible loss. He beat Ignacio Bahamondes by decision. That's actually crazy. That's actually a really, really good win. Thiago Mouzes beat him. Roosevelt Roberts beat him by decision, though. I'm going to pick Ludovic Klein by decision. His name is Mr. Highlight. I can't think of a time he gave us a highlight finish. I'm going to pick Ludovic Klein by decision. I think he's just slightly better. He's been facing worse levels of competition. But Mateus Gamrot is a top 10 lightweight. And Mateus Rumbetsky hasn't fought that yet. He hasn't. He hasn't felt that. Mateus Gamrot is not dangerous, though. Rubetsky isn't that dangerous either, though. So, yeah, I'm picking Ludovic Klein by decision. Ikram Aliskerov versus Park Jung-young. Shit, dude. I did not think Park won his last fight. I thought they gave it to the other guy, even though I thought he should have won. But I'm glad to see that he got the win on that. Man. Fuck, dude. This is a hard fight to pick. Warley Alves. This is fucking hilarious. I love Park Jung-young. I think he's awesome. He's one of my favorite middleweight fighters. He's one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. I don't even know why, but he really is one of my favorite fighters. I love watching this guy fight. He's just a warrior. He's a warrior in every sense of the term. What I think's gonna happen is I think Park Jung-young will get knocked down very early in the first round, before the 3-minute mark. Before the 2-minute mark, I guess I should say. Before, there's 2 minutes left in the round. I think he'll get knocked down. He'll get up, but he'll be, just running around for a round and then come back in the second. I think he's going to take the second off Ikram. But I could see Ikram finishing him at the end of the second or the beginning of the third. If he doesn't, though, I think Ikram will come back and barely point out the third round. And we'll get a 29-28 Ikram, I think. I could see either of these guys knock each other out, though. Honestly. I mean, Park doesn't really knock out people like that. But, I could see it. I could see a submission from Park. But I am going to go with Ikram by decision. I just hope he doesn't KO Park. That's honestly what I'm hoping. I do expect him to win this fight, though. Nasrat Haqparast versus Quillan Salkeld. Nasrat Haqparast is fucking really good at fighting. He's really good at fighting. He's on a 5-fight unbeaten streak, 6-fight unbeaten streak. He's on a 6-fight unbeaten streak. He lost to Bobby Green dominantly. That was a really bad loss. But he beat Jamie. He's on a win streak. He beat Jamie Malarkey, Jared Gordon, and he just beat Esteban Ribovic. Esteban Ribovic is a great win. To beat him by decision as well, which it was a really close fight. Quillan Salkeld knocked out Anshul Jubli, went to decision with Yanel Ashmus. And, shot 23 takedowns in that fight. I'm picking Nasrat by decision. I don't think there's much of a way for him to lose this fight. Honestly, I actually, this is a lock of the card. I'm putting it down now. Nasrat Haqparast is a lock of the card. Moving up to the fight my main event. The main event of my evening. Why is there no early prelims on this card? That's bizarre. The main event of my evening is Alexander Rakic versus Azamat Mirzakhanov. Azamat Mirzakhanov is probably the best fighter currently competing in the UFC. I'm almost not even joking. This dude is really good at fighting. He is the best light heavyweight on the roster. He is so fast. I mean, I haven't seen him get taken down. I don't know if he's ever been taken down. He went to decision with Dustin Jacoby. All of his other wins, which he doesn't have a loss, all of his other wins are KOs. All of them. And they're mostly in the first or second round. I mean, there's 4 of them in the UFC. And 2 of them are in the first or second. So, well, they're actually, most of them are in the third round, but Alexander Rakic is a great way to get Azamat Mirzakhanov's name out there. He's just good enough that people are like, okay, we know who Alexander Rakic is, but he's just bad enough to make this look easy for Azamat Mirzakhanov. This is another lock of the card here. Azamat Mirzakhanov is going to go out there and knock out Alexander Rakic. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's going to go out there and knock out Alexander Rakic. In the second round, I'm picking. I think the first round, they're just going to be touching, and then, it's going to be over. It's over. Okay? Moving up. Alexander Volkov versus Jailton Almeida. Shit. I don't know who I'm going to pick for this one. This one's a 50-50 fight for me. I am so pissed off this fight even has to happen. Why is Cyril Gane fighting for a fucking belt? Are you kidding? Cyril Gane got his ass handed to him by fucking Alexander Volkov. Fuck this shit, bro. I'm picking Alexander Volkov by first round KO. Fuck Jailton Almeida. Fuck Cyril Gane. Fuck, dude. That pissed me the fuck off. I do think Jailton Almeida will win, though. I do think that the Curtis Blades performance was literally the most brain-dead thing I've ever seen in my life. But he won the first round, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm picking Alexander Volkov by first round KO. Fuck Jailton Almeida. Moving up. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Batista. 50-50 fight. Anyone who says it isn't is telling the truth, because Umar's going to wipe the floor with Mario Batista, okay? Mario Batista has been giving one of the easiest roads to the title or to the number 1 contenders fights we've ever seen. Ever. So he goes out there, loses to Damon Blackshear, by the way. Lost. Go rewatch that fight. If you could tell me with a straight face Mario Batista won that fight, you should fucking work in politics, dude. If you could tell me with a straight fucking face Mario Batista won that fight, go work in politics. You're really good at lying. Moving on, he beat Ricky Simone. Another really close fight. He did win that one, though. He did win that one. It was close, though, as well. Jose Aldo beats Mario Batista. Another loss on his record. Should have been loss on his record. Does nothing but hold up Jose Aldo against the cage for 2 rounds. I believe Jose Aldo knocked him down. It's not on there, but I believe he did. Then Patchy Mix, the human punching bag, gets a win against him. He obviously won because literally Patchy Mix is a punching bag. He fought a punching bag. And now he gets Umar Nurmagomedov, the second best fighter in the UFC. He has to fight the second best fighter in the UFC after beating cans. After beating cans and losing to Damon Blackshear and Jose Aldo. So, fuck this dude. He's losing to Umar. I don't like Umar Nurmagomedov. This is not a close fight. Terrible matchmaking. Mario Batista should have had to fight, I guess it's kind of clogged up, so it makes sense, but, if we're going to do, I guess they're doing Piotr versus Merab, so I guess this is a fine fight. Mario Batista has no chance, though. Verna Jandiroba, versus Mackenzie Dern. Get this off my fucking screen. What the fuck is Mackenzie Dern doing back in a title shot? Okay, Amanda Rivas is a pretty good win. Lupi Godinez is pretty good. Okay. But she lost to Amanda Lemos just 2 fights ago. So, come on. Come on. I'm picking Verna Jandiroba by decision. Gosh, this poor woman. I don't even know how she looks like that. Like, it's concerning. So, anyways, I mean, Verna Jandiroba just submitted Amanda Lemos, who beat Mackenzie Dern last year. So, and they did it like around the same time. Verna Jandiroba is going to destroy Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern's going to go out there and she's going to go. And then Verna Jandiroba is going to go out there looking like she's possibly trained a day in her life, take down Mackenzie Dern, like hold her on the ground for 3 minutes, get it back up, win the striking exchanges. It's going to be that for 5 rounds. Boring ass fight. No one wants to watch it. Moving up to the main event, Cyril Gane versus Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is going to go out there and finish Cyril Gane in 1 round. This is so funny because I'm not even picking this fight based on rounds. I'm picking this fight based on minute. This is a 5-minute championship fight. This fight is not leaving the first round. There's no way in hell this fight's leaving the first round unless Aspinall goes out there scared and doesn't throw a single punch. If Aspinall goes out there to knock out Cyril Gane, one of them will get knocked out. Unless Cyril Gane's also just not going to throw. But then he'll get knocked out. So it's really not deciding what round you want to pick. It's deciding what minute of the first round you want to pick by Tom Aspinall KO. It's really funny. It's like, I think maybe the only time we've had a fighter where we're just like, what minute are we going to be picking? Not what round, what minute are we going to be picking? So I'm going to just break this down minute by minute. So, bell rings, right? Tom goes straight out. Cyril Gane's like, well, at range. Honestly, what I think's going to happen is someone will go out on the first exchange. I think it'll be a big right hook from Tom Aspinall and a big left hand from Cyril Gane. One of them will land, and I think whoever lands goes out. I think Tom Aspinall will land because Cyril Gane will be a little more reserved and like he'll be like, oh shit, Tom's throwing, and then throw and then get chinned. That's what I see happening. It could be the opposite way. I think it's going to be like a 20-second KO. I think it's going to look a lot like the Pavlovich-Aspinall fight where they were just like, oh. Or I guess for Tom, it's just, oh, he won. Because he's always shocked that he knocks people out in like 2 seconds, even though he does it every fight. He's always like, oh, what? Tom Aspinall's it's so funny. It's so weird to me because Ilia Topuria kind of did that too. But Ilia Topuria used to be the type of guy where he'd knock out people and immediately know they were knocked out and walk away like he was a badass. And now he's like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh, I knocked someone down. Like, it's really weird when people who have that amount of power are like, oh shit, I knocked someone down. Oh my gosh, how could this happen? It's like, dude, you knock people out every single fight you're in. How are you still surprised by this? How are you surprised by this? I just don't get it. But yeah, that's essentially it for my breakdowns and predictions. I think Tom Aspinall's gonna land the right before Cyril Gane lands the left, and most of the power will be taken off the left. And, he'll land 2 more follow-up shots. Cyril Gane will be out cold. So that'll be fun. I hate Cyril Gane. I hate him. Like, he might be one of my least favorite fighters. And I'll give you the 2 reasons why. First reason, he quit against John Jones. I think he might have been paid off to quit. Second reason, he ducked Tom Aspinall. Literally, he's been ducking him for like 3 years. Third and final reason is he robbed Volkov. So that's it. Peace.